The Dyatlov Pass Incident is one of the most well-known mysteries. It's been featured in various TV shows and has been covered various times. The most recent news to come from this region though is that a group of tourists have recently vanished, and this was after they researched the incident and wanted to check out the area for themselves. The majority of tourists were from Moscow, and it said the group were fascinated by the events that unfolded on the mountain. It was this curiosity that made them plan a trip to the Ural mountains. Officials started to worry though, as the team should have checked back in by the 10th of February, but they failed to do so. One official said the following: "They have not returned yet and there's no contact with them." End quote. Officials expressed more concern when they noticed that the group had failed to register their movements in the area. This is normally done by telling officials in the region what you plan on doing and where you plan on going. According to the Ministry of Emergency Situations, they have said that several groups had signed up, but this group had failed to do so. Russian officials then attempted to track down the group, and Russian media said that a day after they went missing they were successfully found. The group said they had encountered bad weather on the mountain, and this stopped them from being able to check in. Something to note though is that these reports are limited, causing some to say that perhaps other groups suffered a similar fate to those in 1959. In many people's eyes, the Dyatlov Pass incident has remained a mystery, but now scientists from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology have said they finally closed the case on what happened. The Swiss Federal Institute of Technology used state-of-the-art technology and created computer models to prove their theory. Scientists said that what actually happened was an unusual type of delayed avalanche. For those unaware, the Dyatlov Pass incident happened back in 1959. At the time, the Soviet Union was still hidden behind the Iron Curtain that blocked all information from effectively getting out into the media, or even the rest of the world. During this era, a mysterious incident had occurred that still inspires fear and curiosity in the modern day. Known as the Dyatlov Pass Incident, 9 ski hikers went up into the northern Ural Mountains between the 1st and 2nd of February, in the hopes of conquering the area that was feared by the locals due to superstitions and strange rumours. These hikers would hope that in exploring the region, that would put to rest any worries the locals had, and hopes that by doing this it would pave the way for new hikers to visit the area and enjoy the scenic beauty of the region. Unfortunately, this decision would lead to the death of the 9 highly trained and experienced hikers, and would solidify the superstitions of the area. On the 26th of February, a rescue team had discovered the group's abandoned and badly damaged tent that had been established on the slopes. The sight seemed perplexing, as it became apparent that the tent was cut open from the inside, as if the group had begun panicking and cut through the tent in an effort to get away from something that was attacking them. The bodies of each of the individuals in the group were found in a nearby ravine, and this was after following their tracks in the snow, which only led to more mysteries as the majority of the bodies recovered were dressed only in their underwear, as if they ran out into the darkness of the snow without first getting dressed, and then presumably froze to death. As the investigation continued and the bodies of the deceased were put under examination, the theory of hypothermia soon came into question. Medical examiners discovered that each person suffered from internal injuries, commonly seen in a car crash, or after a massive amount of pressure and force comes into striking contact with a person. This led many to believe that perhaps the individuals were attacked by a non-human entity, capable of causing such terrible force and leading to their deaths. Unfortunately, this theory and others like it can never be confirmed nor denied. With that being said, fast forward to the present day, and researchers from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology have said they've cracked what happened. After creating different models and scenarios, the team said that what most likely happened was the team caused a cut in the snow, and this was while they were settling down for camp. This in turn flattened a small section of the surface, which they described was a shoulder. This did this because they believed it would shield them from the elements. The scientists said though this was where they made a fatal error. Creating this shoulder led to it creating an avalanche, the thing they said eventually caused their demise. When questioned about the hikers and how they were found in unusual places, and even with certain body parts removed, they said that this was normal, and this is usually seen when a slab avalanche hits. Professor Alexander Puzerin, one of the lead researchers at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, said that the cut snow and an unusual weather events known as katabatic winds was enough to trigger the events that unfolded. Katabatic winds carry strong air down a slope, which in turn helps it carry snow. The professor said the following: "The katabatic wind probably drifted the snow and allowed an extra load to build up slowly. At a certain point a crack would have formed and propagated, causing the snow slab to release." End quote. Co-author Dr. Johann Geim said the following: "We used data on snow friction and local topography to prove a small slab avalanche could occur on a gentle slope, leaving few traces behind." End quote. The mountain where the hikers were is notorious for strange happenings and for being hazardous. In fact, the mountain's name means "don't go there" in the language of the Mansi. Scientists have said the case can now be laid to rest, and that the hikers were unfortunately in the wrong place at the wrong time. So what do you make of the Dyatlov Pass incident? Do you think the hikers were in the wrong place at the wrong time and were victims of an avalanche? Or do you think that something else happened? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.